Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC stock, GME stock, and SPY stock. This is your daily update and prediction for AMC, GME, and SPY. I'm going to give you guys an update and prediction on what I think is next. And we can see that my predictions are highly accurate. You guys can see that my prediction for after hours is absolutely tracking. You guys can see that the price path that I have marked in white is tracking. We are having a green after hours as expected. And I'm going to tell you what we are looking at for tomorrow for AMC, GME, and SPY. With that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. Hi guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we'll be looking at AMC stock, GME stock, and SPY stock. This is your update and prediction for today. This is your update prediction for today. Again, check me tomorrow for the live stream. Tune in for the live stream tomorrow, 9:30, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have all of the things fixed now, so we will be able to start right on time. So make sure you guys tune in and at least check in. If you guys do not get to tune in, and if you're at work, whatever the case may be, at least check in, press that like button, and say checking in on the comments. Let me know that you guys are there. With that being said, this video is not financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So the first thing we need to point out is SPY. When we talk about SPY, and show you guys what is going on with SPY. So let's show you guys what's going on with SPY. So basically, SPY had a bullish day today. And again, if you check my last video update on the weekly update and prediction, if you check the last video for the weekly update and prediction, you guys will see that I predicted a green week for SPY. I predicted a green week for SPY. I predicted a green week for GME and a green week for AMC. Well, lo and behold, look at what we're seeing. Trust the charts, the facts, and the data. Why? Because you guys can see that we have a green week forming on SPY, AMC, and GME. Now, I do think SPY is getting near a top, okay? I do think SPY is getting near a top, but I think SPY has enough legs to come and fill this gap. Now, what is going to happen is going to freak a lot of people out, especially people who are short the market. Basically, SPY is about to get a nice little rally to the upside. It could potentially even make, a slightly higher high than this 459. Now, that is not what I'm thinking is going to happen as of right now. What I'm thinking is going to happen as of right now is we're going to fill the gap, basically come up, fill the gap, and then hit a double top before seeing an overall capitulation to the downside. But this is going to get a lot of people really hyped up to think we're going to all-time highs. They're going to go long, and they're going to be used as exit liquidity. So basically, a lot of people are about to get roped into the market. Again, I do think the market has enough legs to at least fill this gap. But as of right now, on the smaller time frames, on the next, like tomorrow, I do think we're going to see a pull back for SPY. Let's go ahead and talk about the eventualities and what we could see for SPY on the smaller time frames. But I do think we are nearing a top. You guys can see that we are right on the macro sloping resistance marked here in yellow. If SPY can manage to break through this, you're going to see a nice pop to the upside. This level right now is at 451.50. So SPY has to break above 451.50, use that as support, and then you're going to see a nice boost to the upside, filling this gap before an overall capitulation. But tomorrow, I do think we are going to see a pullback. If you guys can see, the MACD is already starting to curl on the 4-hour time frame and the 2-hour time frame. The hourly time frame, they're all starting to curl down to the bear side. You can also see that on the 4-hour time frame, RSI is getting pretty hot. On the 2-hour time frame, RSI is basically overbought, and on the 1-hour time frame, same deal. RSI is basically overbought. SPY could get a little bit more push to the upside. Basically, what I'm expecting to see tomorrow is SPY getting a little bit more push to the upside, coming up and testing this 451.50 level, and then probably getting rejected, having to pull back on Friday. Now, I do think SPY is going to be able to consolidate and then get a push back to the upside, filling that gap on the higher end of the scale, basically coming back to the upside, filling this gap that I keep telling you guys about up here at top, and then fall down to the ground, obviously capitulating and filling out basically the overall macro charts of the market cycles psychology, If you go ahead and look at the market psychology chart, and again, when in doubt, zoom out, you guys can see that if we look at the weekly time frame, you guys can see we have a slightly lower low. This upwards consolidation chop is what I believe to be the complacency stage, and we're going to see a major pullback. And that is why me personally, after doing all of my own research and due diligence, bought SQQQ. I am holding SQQQ. SQQQ pays dividends, so it does pay out dividends. I did just recently receive a dividend payment, so this is also a way to receive some passive income while you're waiting for the trade. That is why I love SQQQ. Also, SQQQ is good to keep in your mind because you can use it to hedge against any type of downside in the market. Again, if you get a portfolio of SPY and a portfolio of SQQQ, you can use that to hedge each other, or a portfolio of SPY and NASDAQ, you can use that to, or NASDAQ and SQQQ, you can use that to hedge each other. Again, SQQQ moves inverse of NASDAQ, but you can use SPY to hedge SQQQ and vice versa. So this is what I'm looking at for the overall market. I do think we're going to see overall capitulation to the downside. Again, I think multiple stocks are about to see a pop to the upside. Apple's about to get some consolidation and then get a pop to the upside, filling the gap for Apple, and then overall seeing a pullback to the downside. Apple has gap fills to the upside, 2 gap fills to the upside. This is going to push the market up. SPY has a gap fill to the upside. I do think it's going to be able to fill this before seeing a crash to the downside. And I do think people are going to get really, really hyped up thinking that we're going to a new bull run. But what's going to happen is a overall pullback to a massive, massive crash to the downside. Now, if we go ahead and look at Bitcoin, I do think Bitcoin is going to see a slight pullback as well. Testing these lows slightly before seeing a bull run to the upside in 2024. I do think Bitcoin is going to have a bull rally in 2024, in my personal opinion. And I do think the SPY is going to see an overall pullback while Bitcoin actually decouples from the SPY in that manner. Now let's go ahead and look at the meme stocks, and show you guys what's going on for the meme stocks. GME and AMC stock. Basically, guys, we also have to talk about the data real quick. The data that came out, PPI month over month, did come out hot. It did come out hot, and you guys can see retail sales came out high as well. The actual is 0.7 and 0.6 for these two respective data points, and the previous was 0.4. It went to 0.7, and then the previous was 0.5 and went to 0.6. All of these things going up, again, showing that things are increasing, and inflation came out hot as well. You guys can see that inflation came out hot for year over year, and for U.S. inflation month over month came out hot. This is month over month, and this is year over year, showing that inflation is creeping up and here to stay and very, very persistent. And that is also why we talk about Bitcoin a lot, because I do believe this is going to be a hedge against the inflation that we are going to be seeing, because they are printing money and this devalues your dollar. If you hold things like Bitcoin that cannot be printed, there's only 21 million coins and there's only ever 21 million coins. This cannot be devalued the same way as the US dollar when you print it. Also, it cannot be controlled because it is decentralized, and this is why I am a huge proponent for Bitcoin. And I do think we are going to see an astronomical increase in value because there is only 21 million coins, and that is going to increase the value exponentially. Now, let's go ahead, and it's simple supply and demand when it comes to that. Basically, if you only have a small amount of something, but a lot of people want it, it's going to increase. And if you measure it against something that is constantly increasing, so you measure Bitcoin in US dollars, the US dollar supply is constantly increasing while Bitcoin stays the same. So if you're measuring something that is constantly increasing while something that stays the same, the thing that stays the same is constantly going to have to cost more, as the thing that you measure it by, US dollars, is constantly increasing. So as the dollar supply constantly increases, that is going to cause Bitcoin's value to increase exponentially. And if you want to see that in chart form, all you have to do is look at the M2 money supply. So you can type in USM2, and this is the money supply. So basically, you guys can see that all the money that has been printed, and you guys can see right here, This is where COVID is. This is where COVID happened in 2020. And you guys can see after 2020, there was a massive spike in printing. And that is where all of this inflation that we are seeing now is coming from. And this is not going away anytime soon. Inflation will remain the trend. But guys, that's what I'm looking at for the overall market and economy. Let's go ahead and hop into our meme stocks. And talk about AMC and GME stock. So GME, again, all the same things with the macro, guys. You already know the story. Gap fill at $40, gap fill at $70. Right here's the gap fill at 70. Right here's the gap fill at 40. I do think it is going to be returning to these prices. The gap fill at 70 is going to be broken once we break out of the macro falling wedge. The gap fill at 40 is going to be broken once the macro triple bottom plays out. We have bottom number 1, bottom number 2, and bottom number 3. Once these things play out, you're going to see those gaps get filled. Now, here on the smaller time frames, what we're looking at for GameStop is very, very important. As you guys can see, we're on a lot of macro sloping resistance. So you guys can see we're breaking out of the wedge, which is marked in yellow, and breaking out of the wedge, which is marked in turquoise. If you zoom out, guys, those are both major wedges. They are major wedges for a massive breakout, guys. This is absolutely huge for GameStop. GameStop is on the precipice of a massive pump to the upside. You guys can believe whatever you want, but I have been accurate this whole time, guys. You guys can see that I called AMC. I called it to a T. If you check out my past couple of videos, you'll see that each and every one of them led into the next day, and each and every one of them were accurate for AMC and GameStop. And of course, the weekly prediction right now for green weekly candles on SPY, AMC, and GME are coming to fruition as well. We do have the MACD on AMC starting to flip green. But again, GameStop, macro right now is in play, guys. We could see a huge push to the upside if GameStop can hold these levels. What I want to see on the smaller time frames is GameStop get above this 1838, okay? 1838, 1850 in that range. If we can use that as support, you're going to see a nice pump to about $20, okay? So if we can get above this $18.50 level, you're going to see a pump to $20. We do have a gap fill to the upside here at this 1880 level. So GameStop is going to be pushing up to at least 1880. I am bullish on GameStop. Tomorrow, I do think we could possibly see a red day on GameStop, okay? I do think we could possibly see a red day on GameStop. If we cannot get above, and I'll show you the crucial level of support that we have to get above in order not to have a red day, it is this $18.30 level. If we can get above it in pre-market and basically get a drop down using this level as support, then we could get a green day. But if we cannot get above this in pre-market, you're going to see GameStop have to retest these lower levels of support. So basically right now, it's right at that level. If it cannot, it's going to have to retest these lower levels of support, possibly come down to the downside, possibly seeing a lower level of support being retested, possibly even testing this trend line right here. And that is what you guys are going to see, causing GameStop to have a consolidation day / red day. And again, you do not have to hate red days. You do not have to hate consolidation days. Those are the days you should be buying. Days that it's consolidating. Red days, okay? Buy on red days, sell on green days. Days that it's consolidating, days that it's pulling back, that's when you want to be entering your position. So again, this is what I'm looking at for GameStop. It is going to have a red day if it cannot break above the crucial level of $18.38 and use that as support. If it can, then it could possibly have a green day. We are looking for a consolidation day tomorrow on GameStop if it cannot break above that crucial level of $18.38. So that's what I'm looking at for GameStop on the smaller and larger time frames. Now, let's go ahead and hop into AMC stock and show you guys what we're looking at on the smaller and larger time frames for AMC. So guys, AMC looks good. AMC looks beautiful. All right, AMC looks beautiful. I already told you guys price would return inside the bands. That's what happens. You guys can see that the bands are slightly above price right now. Bands are at 901, okay? The bands are at 901. Price is at 814 right now. So we are going to see price come back up inside the bands, and we will see price start to increase. We also will see these gaps getting filled. Again, this is all very, very obvious stuff. On AMC, we also are tracking this cup and handle and the breakout of a possible inverse head and shoulders. So let's go ahead and show you guys what we're looking for those two things. So right here is the cup and handle. The cup and handle did break out. We did see the cup and handle breakout. So basically, right here is your cup. Right here is your handle. We broke above the cup and handle support and resistance right here, marked in $8.05. We used it as support. You see a massive pump to the upside. So you guys can see that massive pump to the upside off of the cup and handle breakout. Again, this pump right here that we got is the pump to the upside for the cup and handle. We have a breakout. Again, we broke above. We use it as support. We break out. Here's your cup. Here is your handle. So very, very simple, very, very easy. Basic TA. Now, we are using these levels as support, $8.05 as support. You guys can see a wick here and a wick here. If we can maintain above these crucial levels of $8.05, you're going to see AMC make a pump, okay? It's very, very obvious that AMC is going to make a pump if it can hold these levels. We could also see an even bigger move if AMC can get above this $8.30. Let me tell you exactly, $8.48. So $8.48, if AMC can break above that, we'll see a larger play out of this inverse head and shoulders. So basically you have your shoulder here, right here is your shoulder, then you have the head right here, and then we are forming our next shoulder. So basically you see a push up, we come back down, we form that next shoulder and start to move to the upside. So again, this would be your inverse head and shoulders. Right here's your shoulder. And I know it kind of looked crazy because of all the squiggles, but I'm just trying to show you guys basically the price path that we'll see. Again, I'll draw it one more time. Right here is your shoulder. Right here is your head. Then we form our next shoulder. If we can break above $8.50 using that as support, you're going to see a nice pump to the upside, forming this inverse head and shoulders on the larger time frame. And again, this is a beautiful bottoming pattern showing us that we're going to make a pump to the upside. So AMC is looking very, very good in my personal opinion. If we go ahead and look at some of the indicators that we can use to determine that AMC is bullish and go ahead and go down to the daily time frame, you guys can see that we have the MACD has flipped green on the daily time frame. Again, this is extremely bullish. That bullish divergence that I was talking about in my previous videos has played out. You guys can see we got a nice pop to the upside off of that $7 level. AMC is currently up about 20% from the floor. 20% from the floor. Right now, it was up about 20%, it was up at about 30%, 28% at its peak. It now currently is at about 15% off of its bottom. And again, if it makes this move to the upside, that is going to be an even larger move. Filling these gaps is going to be a 521% move at its peak. So again, if you buy down here at the bottom and get a rally to the upside of 521%, that is a very, very decent move. And this is a pretty straightforward play at this point because we do have RSI extremely oversold. We do have the MACD starting to flip green, showing that bullishness is coming on the daily time frame, on the macro time frame, the more important time frame. We also have these gap fills to the time frame, or to the upside. Multiple indications showing that AMC is going to return to these higher levels. And I do believe AMC is going to return to at least $40. I do believe AMC is going to return to at least $40 in my personal opinion. I do think we could see this move to $40 around the time of, and again, this is not giving dates, this is just what I'm looking at personally, in between this period of September 20th and October the 4th. So I think we could see that move to $40 in between that time period and possibly see a move higher if we can see price get above that $40 level in between this time frame that we are suspected to see a larger move to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC on the larger and smaller time frames. I do think we are going to see this move happen soon. If we can get the inverse head and shoulders to play out before this time period of September 20th to October the 4th, then we could potentially see a much higher rally than the $40. So basically, if we can get above there before the time frame, then we could see a much higher rally than the $40. But if we cannot get there until the end of the time frame, then I'm afraid that we might have to come back down and consolidate before seeing another move. So that's what I'm looking at based off the charts, the facts, and the data for AMC stock. Again, bullish MACD. Also, if we go ahead and look at the super trend, you guys can see the super trend has a buy signal on the 4-hour time frame, on the 2-hour time frame, and the 1 hour time frame. Again, bullish, or on the 1 hour it does not. I do apologize. On the 2 hour time frame, the 4 hour time frame, we do have both bullish signals, bullish. Also on the daily time frame, we have a bullish MACD with a RSI underneath 30. That is extremely bullish. In fact, an RSI underneath 30 is a sign of a short squeeze. If you look at 10 signs of a short squeeze, RSI under 30 is part of that. So 10 signs of a short squeeze, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Hopefully I can find the article. But if you look at 10 signs of a short squeeze, you guys will see that RSI is one of those signs that you guys can see. RSI under 30 is one of those signs that you can see. If this is the article, let's see if this is it. But guys, if I can't find the article, you're just going to have to take my word for it. Again, trading near 52-week lows, high short volume, all of that stuff is the things we have. Sudden drop in cost to borrow. This is not the article, so you guys are probably just going to have to take my word on that. But guys, it is a sign of the short squeeze having RSI underneath that 30 level. So this is what I'm looking at for AMC stock. AMC stock, we can see that short interest reported by Ortex is sitting at 16.32%, 16.32%. Utilization is sitting at 83.58%. Cost to borrow is sitting at 5.97%. These are all Ortex numbers. Days to cover is 2.45%, and shares on loan is 28.62 million. That is Ortex numbers. The official numbers reported by Fintel are 4.50% on short interest. I do think that is wrong. You can also see that cost to borrow is sitting at 4.9, and that is the official numbers based off of other data sources than Ortex. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. Again, I do think tomorrow for AMC, we could see a nice push to the upside. Basically, all we need to do is hold this $8 level. If we hold this $8 level, guys, we're going to see a pop to the upside very, very clean, especially if we get above $8.45. Then you're going to see AMC absolutely fly. Tomorrow could be a really, really good day if we hold above those levels. We might need to see one more day of consolidation. Okay, we might need to see one more day of consolidation above this $8 level and then have a nice pop on Monday. But this is the time frames I'm looking for a nice run up Friday or Monday, in my personal opinion. It looks like we're set up for it tomorrow. Basically, you can already see the MACD starting to curl up on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that we're about to get across on the 2 hour time frame. You guys can see that price is starting to curl up. I did predict a green after hours. And you guys can see we do have a green after hours. I predicted that on stream. So guys, you can see that my predictions are very, very accurate, coming to fruition, and AMC is looking like it is going to make a very, very nice pump. If we can see this thing get above $8.45, it's going to launch. As long as we hold above $8, we're going to be looking good. We're going to see on Friday if it's going to be a consolidation day, or are we going to have a nice rally to the upside. If it's a consolidation day, then we're going to be looking for Monday to get a nice rally to the upside. Again, potential times for this pop of at least 5 to 10%, at least 5 to 10% move is going to be on Friday or Monday. So that's what I'm looking at for AMC stock, GME stock. You guys can see that the weekly prediction is looking like it's coming to fruition. We have one more day to determine everything, but we will revisit it at the end of the week. I'll give you guys a new weekly prediction and update video, so make sure you guys check out my videos over the weekend to get that. And that is all I have for you guys. I appreciate all of you guys for checking this video out and watching to the end if you did see this video. If you guys want to support me, all you have to do is simply drop a like and leave a comment. That is a great way to help the channel grow, and I appreciate each and every one of you that do so. Also, if you want to help out, you can leave a comment down below. That's a great way to help the videos get seen by more people. And if you want to join the Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. I talk about my stocks, cryptos, trades, give different types of plays as well for options, stocks, and crypto, and drop all of my tips, keys, and knowledge in the Discord, as well as my technical analysis. And it's an exclusive community where you can join a great group of like-minded people. If you want to be involved with that, it's $50 for a lifetime invite. Hit me up on the email link down below and just say, hey, I want to join the Discord. I will send you the payment payment information. You send me payment, I'll send you the link. It's as easy as that. And guys, as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. $50 for a lifetime invite. I talk about stocks, cryptos, and trades, giving the plays and the call options where people can absolutely rake in the cash. Again, the Discord pays for itself. It's very, very cheap. Only $50 right now. Only $50 right now. Very, very cheap, and it pays for itself normally within the first trade, but again, results are not typical for everyone. Guys, with that being said, all you have to do to support me is go ahead and press like, press subscribe, and that is a great way to help the channel grow. Also, if you comment the video, that helps out as well. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.